Nduk. Traveled to Dobi community at Gwagwalada, Abuja to create an awareness on hypertension.
Dobi community.
Due to the rate at which hypertension has been a silent killer in our communities today. The outreach featured free BP checks, expert talks.
I think this program is actually being put together by the Nigerian Doctors in the UK as a give-back program to support the health system, especially health system at the primary healthcare level, which is what is closest to the people. The Nigerian Doctors in the UK is really interested in the health of course, working right now to preserve the health of the citizens in the UK, and also still passionate about the health of our brothers and sisters back home here in Nigeria, and our mommies and daddies as well. And we know that hypertension is one of the really critical non-communicable diseases that is actually causing a lot of problems right now, aside the infectious diseases that we are still battling with. And that is why it's really important that, especially for hypertension, that its complications can be prevented. Complications such as stroke, kidney disease, some of these diseases that our health system is not really mature enough, to handle. And really, like the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. It's even more so for hypertension. We know that Dobi PHC covers a very vast area. The catchment area, I'm told, exceeds 60,000 people. And we know the dynamics of how people come to Dobi during their market days. And that is why it's very instructive that this support is actually coming at this point in time to commemorate the 2025 World Hypertension Day, which is actually going to take place on the 17th, on Saturday. Now, we know that there are outreach services that go on from this PHC to all the surrounding villages and communities around. So now, once we have, these devices, simple devices that can check blood pressure, you can quickly pick up, those troublesome cases, or those ones that are really hard to manage, those either newly diagnosed or our medications, and for one reason or the other, are actually not having very good control, and have them referred to the PHC. And by so doing, we prevent unnecessary strokes, renal failure, and all the other complications that we have. And by so doing, we'll be strengthening our health system and also ensuring that families and communities stay healthier. From Nduk, I want to thank the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital and also the leadership of the PHC. Also the leadership of health at the local government level. And of course, the FCT, Health and Human Services Secretariat. And indeed all the other stakeholders that are here present, from IOM, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, our traditional chiefs that are here, and indeed our chief host, the CMD of the teaching hospital. We are still expecting other guests. We'll know that they will get here. Now, what we are seeing here is actually care at the primary health care level. That is what this program is about. And once we are able to come up with measures and interventions that work at the primary health care level, we will be making a lot of progress. And partnerships are some other things that we need to look at, because no one person or organization can do it all. And that is one of the things Nduk is actually pushing forward to here as well. Partnering with stakeholders at the primary healthcare level, and indeed other partners, because we are all stakeholders in health. Just like we learned during COVID. The fact that one person is down doesn't mean the other person is safe. And the same thing goes everywhere. Thank you very much. And we look forward to useful deliberations here. Thank you.
Interactive question and answer sessions, counseling and referral services. A lot of dignitaries honored the event.
Because in the past few years, just like the last speaker mentioned, there were cases of people dying, without any known cause. But with the doctors we have been enlightened that these deaths are due to hypertension. Personally, my friend was just sitting down with me. Few minutes, he left his house, but I received message that he is dead. A good number of people have died miraculously like that in Dobi. But since this program of hypertension checking, these days has reduced.
For their collaborative effort and their support to the Nigerian doctors in the UK to make this event possible. I also appreciate our healthcare team for their commitment and community members for their active participation.
It gives me great pleasure to extend warm greetings to you on behalf of the International Organization for Migration in Nigeria on this important community health outreach in Dobi. The initiative, which is generously sponsored by the Nigerian Doctors in the UK, in collaboration with the esteemed University of Abuja Teaching Hospital, it comes at a particularly significant moment as we join the world in commemorating the World Hypertension Day on May 17th. This year's theme, Measure Your Blood Pressure Accurately, Control It, Live Longer, reminds us of the silent but grave threat that hypertension poses to millions of people, especially in the underprivileged communities where awareness and access to routine screening is still lacking. We are proud to stand with the Nigerian diaspora and our national partners in advancing health equity, particularly in areas where it's most needed.
I want to congratulate the Nigerian doctors in UK for this effort and for making out this piece to impact lives in the community. I served here a few years ago, and part of the program I engaged in is to go out and measure BPs within the hinterlands here. So I found myself in the secondary schools, in the primary schools, in the Hakimis Palace, in the Chief's Palaces, and during that period we discovered that there were quite a number of people who had hypertension, like the Hakimi said, but never knew. And unfortunately that time data was not collected, but I'm sure with this effort we'll make deliberate efforts to have data collected so that we can plan on that in the future. So I want to thank everybody for being here, and I know that this is going to be impactful in this community. So thank you and welcome.
It's both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today at Dobi Primary Healthcare Center, Gwagwalada, to witness this act of extraordinary service and patriotism. That is today's hypertension awareness program, headed by Nduk. Reflects a profound sense of responsibility and solidarity that binds Nigerians, no matter how far we we go, the Niger spirit always shines through. Let me first express our gratitude to all Nigerian doctors for their continued pursuit of medical excellence, both those at home for holding down the fort against all odds, and in the UK for your unwavering commitment to giving back to Nigeria. Your efforts to promote health awareness and improve the well-being of Nigerians is truly commendable.
Dr. Imam Bello Yusuf from Government Secondary School Dobi. This morning I want to appreciate the opportunity given to us to be here, and I want to thank the organizers of this program, because in a community like this, this kind of program is very, very necessary, you know. And I want to also appreciate the doctors in diaspora for this initiative. I want to thank you very much, because I can see that so much is going on to create awareness in this community, especially in the issue of this high blood pressure. It has become like a cankerworm that is eating up people, because they said it's a silent killer. One can just collapse and die as a result of high blood pressure. So we just want to commend your efforts, and we want to appreciate you on this occasion.
And as has been announced, I'm here on behalf of my Mandate Secretary for Health, and indeed the Permanent Secretary for Health. We want to identify what is going on here. Let me start by saying that philanthropic acts have eternal consequences. Some of us would rather do selfish acts, and those ones have earthly results at the end. So we'll rather encourage each and everyone, like it's been done here today, to engage in philanthropic acts which have eternal consequences, even apart from influencing the communities here. With that, I want to say the Health and Human Services Secretariat sincerely identifies with the activity going on here today. And we want to say it's a very laudable objective, and we look forward to so many other groups like this, like the NDUK, extending their hand of compassion to the society. It is indeed very laudable. Can we give them a round of applause, please? I believe when this outreach is completed, a lot of benefits will extend to the immediate community here.
And the villages were excited and wished the program be held again.
Sunana Gloria Ishaya, na ji daɗi wannan program kwarai da gaske. Da an koya mana abubuwa iri-iri wanda da ba mu sani ba, amma ta wuri wannan program yanzu mun san da za mu lura da jikinmu. So mun gode kwarai da gaske saboda kokarin da kuka yi saboda da mu da kun kawo mutane wanda kuma sun zo sun kara bude mana ido, sun kara kuma ba mu ganewa yadda za mu lura da jikunanmu. Ubangiji Allah zai saka muku da alheri. Allah kuma ya taimake ku a cikin aikin da wanda kuke yi. Allah kuma ya ba ku wato cin gaba. Allah ya kuma ba ku hikima da jimra na rike da lura da jama'a. Ubangiji Allah kuma ya barkace dukanku. Mun gode kwarai da gaske da zuwan ku nan. Sa'an da za ku koma, Ubangiji Allah ya mai da ku cikin koshin lafiya.
My name is Ibrahim D. Baba. I'm in charge of this facility. Those two ministries are working here, the teaching hospital and area council. I'm in charge of the area council side. The program was very good to the community, because the silent killer these days is hypertension. And we have tried our best sensitizing people, going village to village, area to area, to inform them for taking their BP regularly. Though we still have some challenge, but thank God that Dr. Series has come and then tried to augment it very seriously. But what happened today, our people, there was a rain, and people were waiting for rain. So we could not have plenty of people. But the information will go around. all about hypertension. In our facility here, already we have a program running about hypertension, and many are coming. But we still have some ignorance that they believe is not hypertension. And we are telling them to come to the facility. We are checking them freely. And today we have plenty of BP apparatus that this program will continue to be holding in Dobi PSC here. If it's over our own level, we are already together with teaching hospital. We will refer them to teaching hospital for more checkup from the doctors. Thank you for attending this program. We want everybody, the moment you are 40 of age, even you are not up to 40 and you have some signs and symptoms, persistent headache, dizziness and other things, please, we are advising you to come to facility and be checking your BP. It's free. Thank you very much.
Appreciate for this program. Thank you guys for all. We all appreciate, because hypertension is disease we kill early and slowly. Suleiman Mariam from GSS Dobi. Thank you.